All right, folks, we are getting started here on an all-new endeavor, the Whiskey Rebellion 2.0. I am your host, the mandated reporter, and frankly, I'm mortified, Mr. Mark Radulich, and I am joined by my two co-hosts of the Metal Hammer of Doom, now a defunct podcast, and the Metal Hammer of Doom Extra, now a defunct podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, first, you might know him as Chesty Starcher, the bratty one, Dick Titten. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Essential, Jesse Starcher. How do you do, sir?
Earlier this week, I was daddy as well, so.
Yeah, you were. Daddy.
On the podcast or in general?
In general.
Yeah. All around. Well, man, I'm excited. This is going to be a fun venture right here. Look forward to the various discussions we will be having tonight. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in just a second, but I figure let me actually introduce everybody first, and then we'll get into it.
I mean,
of course, the other part of the former Metal Hammer of Doom and now the Whiskey Rebellion, and eventually the Metal Hammer of Doom jukebox. Ladies and gentlemen, the Metal Cooper, Robert Cooper. How do you do, sir?
Apparently, there's actually another podcast called the Whiskey Rebellion as well.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, Natalia found it. She was like, "Yeah, it's like a history and politics podcast." I was like, "Huh? Well, fortunately, I know we're not going to get any traction." So,
thanks.
It's not Whiskey Rebellion 2.0, though.
Yeah,
right?
that's correct.
Right.
It's not the Whiskey Rebellion 2.0.
that's
All right,
true.
Jeff, are you there, Jeff? Because you sent me a message that says
I'm
you're
here.
on your phone. Okay. Are you switching to your phone, or are you staying with us? Do I need to
Yeah,
give you a
I'm trying.
All right.
It's still a struggle down here in Southwest Florida.
Yep, no, I get it. Ladies and gentlemen, from the MCU's bleeding edge, my good buddy, he found me in a podcast Facebook group, and he's been on my podcast. I've been on his. Jesse's been on his podcast. In fact, I think you'll be on tomorrow night discussing
That's right.
She-Hulk. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. True Knowledge himself, follow him on TikTok or his Tinder. Jeff Sloboda, how do you do, sir?
Well, do I sound robotic? Do I sound like fucking El Robotico or what? I mean,
No.
You sound like you found every street light that was in the pictures.
oh,
you sound
Well, you know
fine,
what?
buddy.
there's nothing like sounding like a fucking amateur right from jump when you're starting a new show, right?
You know, we've all had the audio struggles. You know, in fact, we talked about that on the last Metal Hammer of Doom Extra. How when we were on Blog Talk Radio, like half of those shows are utterly unlistenable.
Yes.
What was it?
Absolutely.
Unlistenable, and then he says, "Crap, hooey." Like something.
You should see some of the first thumbnails I ever made in the Bleeding Edge, Mark. It's like a 7-year-old fucking made them.
Oh,
I said you should
listen,
check
I've
out
heard
some of the first thumbnails I ever made on the YouTube channel on some of our first live streams. It looks like a 7-year-old fucking child made them.
No, I get, dude. I've heard some of your shows where some of your people are calling in from fucking Kandahar. Like, it's ridiculous. They're like on like satellite phones in the fucking mountains or whatever. Like, I don't understand why you have people from Al Qaeda on your MCU's Bleeding Edge show. But listen, I'm not here to kink shame. All right, so what is the Whiskey Rebellion? So I'm actually going over this with my girlfriend earlier today. Talk more on that in a moment. And I was telling her what this was all about. I started off in podcasting doing news and politics and chicken noises because, you know, me. And that was PC Live. And I did that for a number of years. And then I dabbled in this, I dabbled in that. And I always came back to like the open format talk show, topical talk show. And I didn't want to go back to using PC Live, so I came up with something different. I call it the Whiskey Rebellion because I like that name. And it's had a few different formats. It was me and my friend John Brodigan, who I did PC Live with. There was an iteration where it was me and Gavin, Jesse. Do you remember that?
I do, as a matter of fact, yeah.
We tried to make that funnier than it actually was. We tried. We were going for comedy. Didn't quite make it.
That was the true comedy, in fact.
Yes, the comedy inherent in that was we weren't that funny. But every once in a while, everything with my podcasting just goes in like concentric circles, and we always come back to this sort of thing. And so Jeff, a little ways back, was like, "I want to be on your show." I'm like, "Jeff, watch these 20 movies and come on and talk about them." He was like, "I can't. I just can't. You and your fucking."
Yeah,
I watch.
I want to do a 4-movie review in one episode.
I'm like, listen. I understand you only watch Marvel movies, Jeff. That's the only things you think exist in the world. But there's other shit out there. And he's like, there isn't. I'm like, all right, I'm tired of arguing with you about it. So
no, I'm trying, Mark. I'm trying to understand. My ADHD is kind of hard to coach. So
I get it. So Jeff and I put our heads together, and we were like, we want to do something collaboratively, and this is where we landed. We landed on rebirthing the Whiskey Rebellion. And so let's get into, before we do, I had a format and I want to go back to it eventually, but Robert, you had something you wanted to quick bring up. I hear you've had a rough week, my friend. Want to talk about it? Hang on. This is a safe place.
Fantastic.
Please share with the group, Robert.
Well, at least on the bright side, my work, when they fired me, did it at the beginning of the shift rather than the end.
Oh my God. Why?
Yeah, that would have been shitty.
Because I showed up late for the 30th time in a year.
Okay, so why were you showing up late to? I feel like your dad now. I don't want to dad you.
Because, well, so it's one of those. I am exceptionally late to everything. Like I don't have a good internal clock. Mm-hmm. I actually read one day because I was trying to figure out why do people do it when they're late all the time? It's because you got to work in 15 minutes that one time, and your brain thinks you could do it every time when you're not. So I'm very bad about just not leaving fast enough. And yeah, I just ended up biting my rectum, but damn near killed him. Fortunately, I did have 2 weeks worth of vacation and everything. So that's been able to float me. Unemployment hadn't got back to me, but I had a coworker the next day go into the appliance place across the street, put in a word for me, and I have an interview with them next week. I mean, 20% commission and spiffs isn't half bad if I can make it work.
I haven't been out of work in probably about a decade now. I really haven't been out of work at all because I would go from one job to the other. So the last time I was legit out of work was about 14 years ago. I got resigned forcibly resigned.
Endeavored.
Yeah, I got future endeavored from my local sheriff's office as a child protective investigator. Yo, Jesse, I was a baby snatcher.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, did you grow a heart or something?
Did I what?
Did you grow a heart or something?
Did I grow? No. Are you asking? Did I resign from the job because I suddenly didn't want to snatch babies? No, fuck that noise. I don't
want to fuck babies. Thank you.
I said that noise. Ooh, that smell. Listen to me. I was saving children, sir.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
I was going into the ghetto, and I was rescuing the children from derelict and ne'er-do-well parents. Thank you very much.
And you are a hero for doing so, sir.
Cape, red underpants, nothing else.
Ooh, at least you're wearing the underpants this
Remember,
time.
he got resigned, and that might be why.
Sir, you're going to have to wear pants. This is a Wendy's.
You're like, but I brought in this child.
But I got this baby. You can't hold it by the hair, you animal.
It's wearing a matching cape and underwear, too.
What did you do to that child? He's my sidekick. Anyway, I was.
Sarah might have to take it to the sheriff's office. That's where we're going.
I was forcibly resigned from being a child protective investigator, and I was about out of work for about 3 months before I went into trucking school. So I have a brief career, an ever so brief career, as an 18-wheel trucker. I drove. Jesse, get this. I don't know if I told you. Yeah, diesel. What is it? Check out the adjective. Play. Kevin Nash. Like a third of our audience got that joke. Anyway, after that, I was driving a sulfur truck. Jesse, you ever smell molten sulfur? You know
wow, I bet that was powerful.
A fart? You drove the fart
my
truck?
God. Yeah, that's the fart truck. That is the rotten egg smell. Ugh. I was driving that shit all over 2 counties.
That's what my girlfriend calls me. Hello, Natalia.
Hi, Natalia. I'm glad. See, this is why, like, whatever I was gonna do, I had to bring you guys with me. Like, I had to bring you along. Like when one wrestler leaves and goes to another company, like brings his friends with him. I had to bring you to the new podcast because who am I gonna purr at Natalia with? Gotta do Robert Cooper.
I mean, you could purr at her with a lot of people, but I don't think she'll listen to it unless I'm here.
It's less funny if you're not there. So anyway, to wrap this,
that's true. But yeah,
it's supposed to be just the introductory section.
Yeah, we're doing the thing. Yeah, the only people that are hiring over 15 an hour is Amazon, and they're the devil. So
why do you like that? It's a job. It's a job that pays well and has benefits.
Well,
like why?
Yeah, but
why do you have to be a communist?
No, they grind their workers until they fall over in their piss bottles.
Everybody grinds their workers to make their
and
bread.
That's not right.
Don't live in this country. Go live in Switzerland.
I can't fly because of my leg. I would try.
All right, can we get an adult to weigh in on this? Let's just throw the whole format out. I want to discuss Robert's communism. Jesse, can you believe this shit?
Our communism, comrade.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesse is a white collar business school capitalist corporatist, aren't you, Jesse?
Yeah, and well, most of my legit job deals with the unemployed.
That's right.
So,
oh yeah, and the emails getting sent to one person.
Jesse's job is to hoard money. Jesse stands on the high tower with his gobs of money, and he drips it, and he drips it on.
I find the fortunate few.
He drip dries that
bestow
bitch.
upon them many benefits.
That's why, Jesse drips his benefits all.
He's
over
like,
people.
feel this trickle down economic.
I listen, Coop. I just I'll weigh in here real quick. I feel for you, man. I do understand your argument about Amazon too, and I agree with you. But it is tough, man. When you lose your job, you feel like you gotta go turn around and you gotta try to find something immediately. And luckily, I don't know what it's like in your area, but most areas are usually rife with jobs. So hopefully you shouldn't have to. Yeah. Sounds like you're already on the right track. So
I mean, I've got that, and then because it's almost Christmas, UPS, and it's ironic.
Right,
my dad has worked for UPS for 35 years and
because
despises
UPS
it.
Doesn't grind its workers either.
Well, they're going to be grinding me to hell only
really?
during this part of the year.
Oh, okay. So you're up for a seasonal grinding.
Yes, that's the thing. So if it's like, I mean, that's how it was at Lowe's. I work out in the outside.
Hang on, he's still futzing with his equipment, but let's get Jeff in on this. Jeff, you hate liberal commie bastards, don't you? I mean, you understand where I'm coming from, right, Jeff? All right.
Sounds like that. Click. He changed the channel.
Just like exit stage right. Jeff went.
He forgot to turn it to channel 4.
Right. Got a question for me? Well, fuck you. All right.
Yeah, and away I go. just real quick. So after the trucking thing, that's when I got the job at Northside, where I ended up getting my license. I was there for 2 years, and then really ever since Northside, I've just gone from one job to the other until I ended up in correctional healthcare, with correctional mental health, where I've been for over a decade now. So, Jeff has gone somewhere. Anyway,
he went to the Bandmade concert.
He certainly did with the rest of his fans. All right, let's get into our central topic of the evening. And I have an article here. What is that face?
Bro.
Bro.
Modern dating and especially dating apps.
Yeah, buddy.
They can suck my ass with a vacuum.
I understand what you're saying. Let's get into it. I have an article here from themindsjournal.com. It's how modern dating is killing real love. And I'll get a little personal. Want to get a little personal, Jesse? Want to hear my personal story?
I wouldn't expect anything different.
Okay.
I read your personal ad, big boy.
You know what? I'll show you my personal ad anytime you want to see it. I don't know. But I especially wanted Jeff on for this if he ever gets his fucking shit working. Because Jeff is quite the Rico Suave, quite the ladies' man. You ever hear Jeff's stories on the MCU's Bleeding Edge? He likes to tell you about all the women that he's got traipsing in and out of Casa de Sloboda. But a couple of months back, I had to re-enter the dating pool because we opted to have an open marriage. And I'll tell you, the reason why I bring this up and I kind of wanted to kick this topic around was I remember over the years, I started dating and got engaged and married around 2009, and between 2008 and 2009. So I missed the whole Tinder thing. And I got to throw it to you first, Jesse, just even before we get into this article. Do you remember when Tinder became a thing? And did you have that same moment of where was this when I was betrothed at the age of 7 to his current wife in order to unite the kingdoms of Ohio? But
the county
married. Mark, at the age of 7, I'd already conceived my first child.
That's right, and this is why we have Jeff here, everyone.
I was already fertile.
Yeah, absolutely,
man.
I got my mouth washed out with soap personally.
I mean, I'm not here to kink shame. Listen, Jesse, I understand you married your high school sweetheart. You've been married for how many years now?
It'll be 25 in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you Jesse?
It's 20. I think 25 next year. 25 next year.
But so you've been with Mindy since you were what, 14, 15?
92. So we are celebrating our 30th year of being together right now.
Your relationship is almost as old as me.
Did you right, dude? Hey, listen. When I was young, the only app we had in order to figure out who we were dating was called a yearbook. You open that up, and you're like, "Oh, okay, mate, I'll try that one right there." That's things have changed, sir, and I have been out of the dating pool for that long, so I have no idea.
My question
Why'd you throw it to
you
me first?
My question, because I want to know, because you and I, had we not done the whole open marriage thing, I would never have experienced this. But I want to know, the people want to know, Jesse, did you have the same kind of moment of that I did when Tinder became part of the kitchen conversation, the national conversation, part of the zeitgeist of American culture? And it was, and what was known about Tinder at the time was it was like a hookup app. It was swipe left, swipe right. There was this isn't like Match.com. This isn't, what was the other one? eHarmony. Yeah, where you had to fill out a psychological profile that would rival your local sheriff's office for employment. This thing was 80 pages long or some shit. It was hours to fill that out to find your perfect match. Tinder was the exact opposite of that, and they sold it on, look, if you have a penis and you would like to find a vagina to stick it in, swipe right, and you will find said vagina. Yeah, and I remember having this moment of, where was this app when I was dating? Did you have a similar thing? I wonder what it would be like to be a single person right now and be able to utilize all of these vast resources.
All the time I'm thinking about that. As in I love my wife, but I'm thinking about like how my kids are growing up in this.
I love my wife.
Yeah, wait a second. Let me qualify that. Let me clarify a few things. No, what I'm saying is
Yes,
you
sir.
know, when you got kids, you think about that as well. You're thinking about
Right.
how, especially my daughter who is 17, obviously that is a thing that's been around since, at least for most of her life. Yeah, me personally, I'm like, man, when I was a kid, or I should say of dating age,
Right.
where would this, how would this have shaped what would have happened in my life? Because there is so much more, I want to say variety, but that's where plenty of fish. Wasn't that one of them too? Like in Plenty of Fish, one of them as well.
That place is
But
an armpit, bro.
You definitely didn't have that reach
Even further,
without technology back then.
Mm-hmm. But like your contemporaries, your kids you grew up with, because you and I are about the same.
His internet's hating him tonight.
Okay, so it's not me.
No, it's we can sit here and talk while he babbles. Apparently,
it's all right. I'm on my parents' internet. It took 8 hours to download 30 gigs.
Holy shit!
At my house, that takes 10 minutes.
It's funny if you guys complaining about that. I
hear him.
I caught a little bit of that.
Right now, he's just still a frozen, smiling face. He looks like he just farted and somebody smells it.
All right, you're back, Mark. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I did.
You're moving.
Come out and come back in again. I came out and came in. Came out and came in. Anyway, so I don't know how much of that anyone caught, but what I was saying is like when we were kids, the only places where you met people were like your local high school, but unless you weren't particularly popular, and then there was, I don't know. What did we even do as kids to like meet other girls? Like parties, I guess, if you got invited.
Right, to parties, dances. The high schools would have the middle schools would have dances. It's interesting. My wife is from another school district, and I met her through dating somebody that my cousin knew, and he was having a party. So I started dating her, and then I ended up with Mindy. So it was a very low. Like, again, a very small reach. These people were all within people that I knew. If
you had friends in other high schools, your dating pool got exponentially bigger. Like my best friend went to Division Avenue High School in Levittown, but he had a whole bunch of friends, and those friends threw parties, and so like I had a whole other social network just outside of my own school. And then if you went to clubs, like if you were a dance hall kid, there were people there. Like if you went to like teen night. At something like that. I guess if you played sports, stuff like that, you met people at games or whatever. I remember I actually met a girl. We were keeping score at a volleyball game. Like my high school played her high school, and we were the scorekeepers. So anyway, like that's how it was. You actually had to like be out there physically meeting people. And then
I was like a Coop. Coop says, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had a completely different experience, didn't you, Coop? Because you're significantly younger than the both of us. So like you grew up in the age of dating apps.
Well, so that's the funny thing, actually. So I actually grew up since third grade, actually chasing girls that had no interest in me whatsoever. Fantastic for my self-confidence, let me tell you. And that's actually a funny thing about dating apps that I do appreciate is the fact that you at least know that somebody's there and interested if they match with you or message you back. That's the hardest part for me even now is, when I'm single and trying to date is like, oh, I want to date that person, but I can't tell if they're interested at all. And I just assume they're not, because I don't want it to be weird if I'm, if they're not, and then I'm like, oh, hey, you want to go out? And then they shoot me down, and I'm like,
you know where the other place to meet girls was? At your job. When you're, like you work like a fast food place or whatever. If you worked in high school, that was a great place to meet girls. The mall, especially if you worked at the mall. Oh, you can give out those free cheeseburgers and sodas. You know what I'm talking about, Jesse?
I worked at KFC, buddy. Trust me, I was giving chicken away all the time.
He was cat. Yeah, I did not work in high school, and it was funny. As soon as I turned 18 and got a computer of my own, like, hell yeah, I hit up. I think what was my more popular ones? My Yearbook was one that I was on at 18. Plenty of Fish. OK Cupid is like, even now, that's usually where I find some of the best matches overall.
So OK Cupid has a non-monogamy section, by the way. Which is
good.
Great for all you polyamorous people out there. OK Cupid is your jam. So going all the way back to where we started with this. So like, there was definitely a part of me that after I got married was definitely like, I didn't necessarily want to date, but I was definitely curious about like the new dating, especially the swipe, the swipe culture. You know, left, right. You know, you're just looking at a picture, and maybe a few words, and that's all there is. How you doing, Jeff?
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay. we'll keep vamping. It's fine. So
he's like, I've been seen. Oh.
He's in like 2 different windows now. So anyway, I was definitely curious about it, and then when I had the opportunity to date, and then I got on those apps, let me tell you what my Tinder experience was fucking trashy.
So many bots. It's just,
yeah.
And people's camera quality has actually gotten so good that it's kind of hard to tell nowadays. Because I'll tell you, about eight years ago, it was easy to tell if it was a bot because that picture is way too nice for anybody's smartphone. But now, you know, camera quality is getting better. It's kind of hard to tell. Uh-oh.
I don't know what the fuck's going on now.
This is impressive.
I'll jump in here. I assume Mark will come back here in a second. The one thing that I hate about this new advent of technology is how much deceit. You were back, Mark Radulich. How much deceit? You talked about the. It's like shuffling fucking people here. Like you show up,
like fucking musical chairs podcast. An auspicious start for the Whiskey Rebellion 2.0 to say the least.
Well, anyway, Coop, you talked about bots and stuff, and boy, do like scammers and shit like to take advantage of people looking for love.
Prostitutes, dude. Prostitutes all over fucking Tinder. Oh yeah, Tinder. Fuck yeah, between Tinder and Snapchat.
None of them are probably even real. I think they're all fucking bot. I think they're all like either Indian or Russian or something that just want your money and disappear.
How fast do you block when they start asking for gift cards?
It's actually funny because there's been a couple times where it's like it has been a bot and I fucked with them, but there's other times. I remember once one that actually like she had me going because I'm really gullible. And I thought maybe she was a real person until she started talking about hating all the Muslims. And I was like, I think I'm good. All right, we're blocked because she was a real person. Yeah, I'm good. She was definitely Russian. Did not like the minorities, apparently.
All right. Well, Jeff figures this stuff out. I'm going to read this article to you guys. I want to see what you think of it. How from themindsjournal.com, how modern dating is killing real love. There are no shortcuts when it comes to finding true love. If you want to experience true love in your life, you will have to wait for it patiently because love knocks on your door when you least expect it. When it ultimately does, you'll have to nurture it with a lot of time, care, and patience, Jesse. You have to nurture your relationship, Jesse. Don't you understand?
I've been doing that for 30 years.
Jeff, do you nurture your relationships like a baby? Do you nurture it like a child?
Do you want me to honestly answer that question?
No, I want you to fucking make shit up and be funny.
I mean, what do you want me to say? I did a threesome last night with a trans woman and a fucking biological woman. That's those are the kind of relationships I have, Mark.
Fucking first pitch and he nails it when he finally gets the bat. Nice. One more time.
That's right, man. Listen.
Yes.
Yo, I'm not ashamed of my game, man. I'm not. I know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I've been tested, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took on 7 fucking white racists by myself and saved a fucking black man's life. I wasn't afraid to physically fucking confront them. I've been tested and I passed. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you right now, I'm a real fucking man. So at that point, yeah, I'm down. I'm into what I'm into. So if I want to do some interesting shit, I'm gonna do it. And if I want to fucking do threesomes, I'm gonna do them.
Who was in the threesome with you again?
It was a trans woman and a fucking young woman, trans girl, and a biological woman.
Okay. The trans person was male to female? Like
Well,
she was
yeah.
She was presenting as a female.
Well, yeah, I usually, yeah, I mean, I am straight and flexible, Mark. So, like, at that point, I'm not, like, sucking dick over here.
Jeff, hetero, flexible, Sloboda. I love
Great
it. All right.
flexible.
Nah, man.
Hetero, flexible.
Listen.
No, I
Think
no
what you
shame in
want
your
of me,
game,
but
bro.
I'll tell
I'm
you
with
right
you.
now.
I'm with you.
No, think what you want, but I'll tell you right now. To me, trans women, as long as they're feminine and whatnot, and they express themselves femininely and whatnot, and they're submissive with me and whatnot, then I just look at them as women. Unless they look exactly like a fucking man.
All right. So now that we've got Jeff in the game finally.
Jeff's back.
We can finally get this podcast started. We got Jeff in the game. Fucking pinch hitter over
I'm sorry, guys. You have no idea how hard I'm trying on my end here. I'm doing everything I can.
We saw it, man. I can.
There's one thing I've known about you in the past 3 minutes is that you are very good at being hard.
I don't know. In this modern dating culture, I don't understand what love is anymore. Maybe love is as easy, Jesse, as swapping your screen to the right or left and going on a date with someone you've matched on Tinder. Sometimes love is about having the first chemistry of a person based on their profile picture, their followers, and the things they posted on social media. Other times, love is about stalking their profile just to figure out who they truly are, even before your first date. Can I tell you, like, in the little bit that I did get a chance to date this year, I was just like, just go look at my fucking TikTok. Just look at my TikTok. I don't even want to. I'm so tired of talking about myself. Just go look at my TikTok. You will see me and my kids and my nonsense and my podcast and my love of my life, Jesse Starcher. You will see it all in vascular detail. Just go look at my TikTok. And people do. So some of them do. Some of them are just like, I'm not looking at your fucking TikTok, bro. But some of them are just like, I'm absolutely going through all your social media, trying, I'm Google lensing you to make sure you're not catfishing me, the whole 9 yards. And I approve. What? Which part?
Using Google Lens to run searches and make sure somebody's not a catfish.
Every picture I've gotten, immediately Google Lens.
Bro, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I've got the best method for that whole thing. It's called having a vocal fucking dialogue with a woman. You know what I'm saying? On the goddamn phone, at least something vocal. No, messaging is a fucking joke.
That's yeah.
Somebody told me like the best way to know, like, make sure that it's not like a prostitute or a bot or something like that is like tell them take a picture holding this word up or touching your nose, or something
holding
like that.
a spoon.
Yeah, something along those lines.
If she ends up being a prostitute, Mark, then I'm going to consider myself lucky that she banged me. I didn't pay.
Love is waiting for your phone to ring and wondering when you will receive his text message, or hers, I guess. It's about questioning why they haven't seen your Instagram story or liked your latest selfie. I want to read that line again because that's interesting to me. Jesse.
None of this is making sense to me. Continue.
Jesse, don't you understand? Love is about questioning why. Why haven't they seen your Instagram story or liked your latest selfie? Boy, is that where we are in relationship culture now?
Sad, bro. Sad.
Do you have a question, or are you like, yeah, I'm that person?
I identify.
I mean, I'll say that it comes from more of a insecure sort of place, but I do feel like with modern dating, that's something that happens a lot because you want to be able to keep somebody's attention. And I think in a lot of ways, just because there's so much coming at people so often, you're afraid you're going to lose them.
Sorry, go on.
You're just Robert. I can hear you better than anybody, man. I think you and I might be connecting romantically.
Hey,
if I have done anything with this podcast and anything at all, but I have brought Robert and Jeff together, I will have done my part for God and country. Jeff, do you ever do that? Do you ever like you meet a girl and because here's the other thing, like I'll tell people like, oh, I have a podcast, and they think like you're a fucking wizard. Like, oh my God, are you like Joe Rogan?
You got to understand, Mark, you don't do you have to understand, brother. If you saw the messages I send to chicks and how I talk to women on the phone and shit and whatnot, you would not even believe it, man. I just tell the truth about everything. I don't lie. You know what I'm saying? I put all my shit right out.
Do you tell them about your podcast? Like,
I mean, sometimes I don't like to brag. You know what I mean? Like, even though we're not celebs or whatever, I unless I read in their profile that they're into Marvel or they're into the fandom or they're a gamer or something, then I really don't mention it. You know, like but yeah, you know, just depends on the woman. Like, you know, some women, I want them to like have a chance to hear my voice and like see what I'm like. And like, yeah, I want them to hear the raw ass, raunchy ass shit I say. Fuck it. You know, that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? They might as well hear it. They're going to hear it with me anyway. That's who I am. It's how I talk. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm tactful and I respect women with dignity. But at the end of the day, though, every woman I get together with, they already know and I already know we're fucking. You know what I'm saying? If I'm taking you out for dinner and shit and to the movies and paying for everything and whatnot, I'm getting laid. Straight up. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be a dick about it, but I'm getting laid.
Hand him a checklist before the date begins.
Might be the best
I pick up every check, every single one. I pay for everything.
Here's the agenda.
I always do.
You're like, I put out the credit card, you put out the panties. Like, you know, we just gotta make sure we have an understanding, man.
Rolling in the deep, literally. Love
it's
is
just
about
natural
reading
to me, guys. I always pay. I don't know about you, Mark. I always pay for everything.
Love is about reading their text messages immediately, but you'll take another hour to reply just to make them understand. Jesus Christ. Love is about reading their text messages immediately, but you'll take another hour to reply just to make them understand that you're hard to get. I think
it's
that's
a game
fucked
people
up.
play, man. They play games.
Dude. Like, just be an adult and like if you see it, right back if you can. Like if you it's one thing if you're busy. Like I was texting back and forth with my girlfriend this earlier, and I'm like, hey, listen, I just got back to the office. I got slammed with a bunch of evaluations. I'm not gonna be able to text for a while. But I said that. I didn't be like, go ahead and text me, and I'm just gonna like let you sit there undelivered for like, hours on end. That's fucked up. See, I hate that shit. Jesse, you're making a face. What's that face?
I can't stand it. I can't stand it when women tell me. I can't stand it when they ask me if I want to talk on Snapchat. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Snapchat. I'm a goddamn adult. What is this, fucking child play or like child time or whatever? Like, if I wanted to fucking friend zone myself, I do it myself. I don't need you to do it, and I don't need some woman dictating to me on fucking Snapchat. See, I don't play that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's evolutionary biology. We're biologically, naturally supposed to be dominant with women. You know what I'm saying? So at that point,
20 minutes long, by the way. So what's your face?
Well, either way,
what's your face all about?
Listen, Mark. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't identify with any of whatever you're reading, and it's just hard for me to sit back and be like, you know, understand. I'm trying to understand because this is a whole new age, and that's the whole reason you brought this up. That's the whole topic.
Yep.
I can't. It's just like if somebody sends me a message and I don't read it or whatever, and there's passion behind it, or I have no idea. You know, when my wife sends me a message, I know I need to answer that shit immediately, or I'm going to be in trouble.
Right.
All right.
Facts. All right. It's about making them wonder whether you're into them or vice versa by guessing how long you respond to their texts. It's a weird article. Love is about guessing feelings by their latest updates and tweets, status updates. If you're in a relationship, maybe love is about trying to find the right angle of you and your boyfriend for the picture, and you'll post with hashtag relationship goals as the caption. Love is about saving money for your next travel journey with your girlfriend to use as content for your Instagram feed. It's about doing each of these activities in your bucket list with your partner to make your vlog on YouTube is more interesting than the previous one. Love is about sharing your Saturday night with him through a series of Instagram stories. Maybe love is about Netflix and chill, or it's about reading countless self-help articles about the signs whether he's still into you. Love is about changing your relationship status on Facebook. Love is about, Jesse, do you understand that love is about having a garden party themed wedding where everyone could take some Instagrammable pictures to be posted on their social media?
Who wrote this garbage?
Why?
Yeah. Why is right.
It's just a different generation, man, because social media has become such a major part of people's lives.
Well, I think the article is written with a degree of sarcasm. I thought
it was legit.
No, I think the perspective here is this person is like editorializing, because the whole thing is, the title of the article is How Modern Dating is Killing Real Love. So I think with this, all of these things that this person is saying, because we're about to get like switched in the article now. I think with this person is just like, there's no real connection between people anymore. It's all facade. because we've all gotten enveloped in social media and creating an online persona that doesn't really
Mark,
connect to a
now I
real
understand.
persona. Yeah.
Mark, there's a lack of authenticity and there's a lack of honesty in general right now in our culture and our society. That's why I do so well with women. It's not because I'm attractive. It's not because that's why we do so well on the bleeding edge with women. That's why we have killer fucking statistics analytically with women. Like we pull down fucking unbelievable numbers of women, even with the shit I say. You know what I'm saying? Although I had to give myself credit. We do have more female guests on our show than any other pod or fucking YouTube channel that I know of in our niche. We had 4 women on our panel the other night. You know, I let Alexis guest moderate shows all the time. No, but bottom line, it's because I tell the truth about everything. I'm reliable and I'm consistent. I do what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know where I'm at in 20 seconds with you. So at that point, honestly, go ahead.
Yep. To finish the article, so we can get through this and get on to the next thing. When we talk about modern love in this modern dating world, it's no longer about one's deep feelings or affection. This is what I'm talking about, Jesse. This is I think the point of the article. And it's no longer about one's deep feelings of affection towards someone. In this digital era, love is about being fast. It's in this day and age, it's about being fast to get to their text, to pick up their calls, to get acknowledgement from the world that you found the one. In this modern dating world, the true meaning of love is fading away. In this modern dating world, the true meaning of love is fading away. We start to forget that love is about building a true and deep connection with someone through face-to-face interaction. It's about having a non-stop deep conversation while you're having a dinner date with him or her without even wanting to check your phone. Facts. We are the generation who wants everything to be instant and fast, while love requires patience and time. Who glorifies recognition from others while love is about being enough only for each other. Who believes that love is defined by society standards while a true love has its own different meaning for each of us. We are the generation who seek true love, yet we're also the ones who lost it. And this final paragraph says, if love was easy to find, it would not be so priceless. Moreover, not everyone is lucky enough to experience true love, with modern dating making the situation worse. Even though there is nothing wrong with dating, it's the way it's done that leads to problems. I actually don't think that's now that you get to the end of it, I actually think that the article makes a pretty good point. What do you think, Jesse?
Yeah, I'll agree. The whole speed thing, my goodness. Yeah, that is something that really defines our society nowadays. We really rush into things, and now we have all this access to seeing all these potentially beautiful women at our fingertips, and swipe left, right, whatever. And now everybody has a tendency to rush into things. And it does, I really do agree, it takes time to culture love for somebody. It's not something that you can just see, and you could be madly in love with the way somebody looks, that's for sure. But man, does it take a while to get to somebody's personality and understand who they are. You cannot do that. No matter how much TikTok you have, Mark Radulich.
There is a TikTok trend. There is a TikTok trend right now. A lot of TikTok, the frame is someone dances and there's text, and the text could be anything. The dancing is just to provide a visual content. The latest TikTok trend is the girl is dancing, and the text is, who wants to just skip the dating phase and move in? And then it's always like watch Netflix and raise my kids or something, what? Shit like that. Have you not seen this, Jeff? Jeff, you're all over TikTok.
That's just that's crazy, man. Listen, I'm telling you right now. My last relationship was 2 years ago. My last serious relationship, and it was open. Mm-hmm. It was my first open relationship I've ever been in. You know what I'm saying? And I'll put it out there right now. I know for a fact I won't be in another monogamous serious relationship. I will not commit and lie to a woman and not be honest about myself and who I am, and not say that, like, look, I'm not going to be able to be willing to tell you that I can honestly, confidently be with you and marry you if I can't have some variety in my life and play with other women here and there and whatnot. I need that for me. Like, that's just who I am. And I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to hide it. It's who I am. It doesn't mean I'm not an ethical man. It doesn't mean I'm a Christian. I don't love God. It doesn't mean I don't love my children. You know what I'm saying? And I don't respect women, and I don't treat them with dignity and respect. I do. But at the end of the day, I am certainly not going to, and to Jesse's point, Jesse, you think it's hard to figure that shit out? Wait till you do it on Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit, man. You know what I mean? It might take you 3 weeks just to figure out some bitch's name. But, but no, either way, no, Mark, the whole thing, the whole deal with, like people that jump from relationship to relationship or moving in with somebody automatically. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Look, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not freaking just going to, I'm moving in with somebody. I'm not just going to marry some chick in like a year. It's not going to happen.
All right. Well, we have Jeff Sloboda here from the MCU's Bleeding Edge. And you can't talk to Jeff Sloboda without watching a fucking Marvel trailer, or any trailer for that matter, but definitely.
I want to see the Batman trailer again. Oh, okay.
Go fuck yourself.
I love the Batman trailer.
Motherfucker, how many times did you play that fucking Batman trailer? How many?
Oh man, I murdered that shit, man. I played that thing so many times. I had like 17 different guests that were like, Jeff, please stop playing that fucking trailer, man. I'm not coming to the show anymore if you play that shit again.
Dude, I would listen to your show like regularly, and I would like, and as soon as I okay, so we're here to talk about the Palestinian-Israeli situation, but first the Batman trailer. Like, oh my god, stop already! The Batman had been out for 6 months, and you're still playing the trailer.
Jesse, have you ever seen some of the moments on the Bleeding Edge where Alexis is on with me, and like I've got guests that they love seeing Alexis react to me, so they'll leave me on. They'll set me up on purpose. You've seen it when you were on the show. You've seen people, I guess, do that. They set me up. Yeah. They'll say shit just to get me going, just because they know if I drop some crazy shit, Alexis will do one of her deals where she goes like this. Yep. She just turns her head or whatever, or puts her head down to the table.
Right.
So
they're hilarious.
All right. So speaking of trailers, we have here the Wakanda Forever 2 trailer that just dropped like 3 days ago. I have not watched this yet. Jeff, have you had a chance to play this on your show?
Oh my God. Oh no, I'm waiting. I've been saving it, man. I mean, I've had no Wi-Fi, and I've been waiting to, I don't like to do reaction videos unless I authentically do it. I want to see it the first time when I react. So I've not watched it. I haven't even watched the Werewolf by Night trailer. It's going to be my first time.
All right, cool. So here we go. This is the second Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer from Marvel Studios.
I'm fucking pumped. I'm jacked.
We were joking the other night on our Blonde review that the I gotta lower this. Oof, that was loud. We were joking that the funeral for T'Challa is gonna be like 2 hours long. Have you seen the fucking runtime for this thing yet? 2 hours and 47 minutes.
Jeez.
It's standard.
No, it's not. That's the problem. All right, I have a question. I have a question for all the Marvel people. Why does Namor look like fucking Roman Reigns? Like, what's with the Samoan getup?
Some real.
They're making him Samoan, which I guess that would make sense to be kind of from a.
That was a part of Brie Larson's contract that Namor had to be Samoan.
Shut up, Jeff.
They probably originally had it for The Rock, and he turned it down.
Probably, or like Jason Momoa or some shit.
You've got to differentiate him from Aquaman, and I don't know if they're actually leaning into that or not. I don't know. Are
you excited for this, Jeff?
Yeah.
I remember.
I think Namor looks awesome. He looks awesome.
I remember watching.
Was that Ironheart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jesse, like 2 and 3 times now you've tried to start say something. Go ahead.
Oh, well, we should probably react to the trailer instead of me going on memories of when I watched the first one.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh, it is. What's her name? Shuri. It's Shuri. Damn it! That's not what I wanted at all.
Who'd you want to be? Black Panther?
I mean, I rather would have seen, Umbatu or something. You know what I mean? Than personally, or even if they brought back Killmonger. The Black Panther's always been a man. The Shuri in the comic books that was the Black Panther is not the Shuri we have in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was a different Shuri. That Shuri in the comics was a fighter. She was trained in hand-to-hand combat. She was athletic. She was bigger, stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like she already was could already fight and whatnot. And then you give her the enhancement of the whole, sacred herb and whatnot and everything, and the Black Panther deal. She made sense. This they to like the the microchip of like what or like the Tony Stark of Wakanda or whatever, the Black Panther franchise. And I just don't see how it lends to her character in the MCU for her to become the Black Panther. That's all I'm saying.
If so, we know we're getting Shuri as the new Black Panther. Jesse, who would you have rather seen? Or are you okay with Shuri?
I don't know if I really have a preference here. I honestly think that they could pull it off either way. Just usually any MCU movie, I'm not going to have a fit about on the direction that they take. I'm not going to. So, Shuri's fine. Who would I have rather had? I don't know. I would like for Killmonger to have actually but see, the thing is, you had the whole What If series, and Killmonger was he was pretty evil in that. So I don't know if they could pull that, if they would want to try to pull that off here, but I'm fine with however they do it.
You know who I think it should have been, Robert? You know who I think should have been the new Black Panther? Robert Downey Jr.
I was thinking Howard the Duck myself.
Yeah. Oh no. Can you imagine Howard the Black Panther?
Dude, I'm so jealous of Howard the Duck. Dude, he got to bang fucking Darcy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But she's hot.
When did Howard
get ready for our
Darcy? Are you talking about was that in the Thor?
In What If? In the What If season? Yeah, in the What If.
God, I'm so old, Jesse. He made the Howard the Duck banging, and I'm like Leah Thompson. He's gonna say Leah Thompson.
That's where I went to. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, high five for being old.
Get ready we got a source material coming up.
Yeah.
It's me, Evan Bevins, and we're talking Howard the Duck and She-Hulk. Get ready. That's some good stuff. Hilarity.
Make sure you mention, Jesse, how this serious illness I'm dealing with, this uncurable erectile dysfunction I experienced after episode 7 of She-Hulk.
Listen, you asshole. What was wrong with that episode? I need it in 50 words or less, and but real words, not just
other than the fact that they demasculated every single male character in the fucking series in the episode completely. Okay, to the point where they're little pussies.
I just watched the Daredevil one, and then I won the one before that. Is that the one you're talking about? The one where
episode 7. Episode 7 where they turned freaking where they turned Abomination into a little bitch, into a little clown.
You're a ridiculous human being. That was a great episode.
Listen.
Okay, no.
Demasculating men.
Shut up. When she's in the group and she's talking about all anyone sees is this. We just got over talking about this. I can't believe this actually fits. She-Hulk is this persona that she puts out there, and all of these dudes are after the persona, the fake person that she is. She-Hulk is not the real Jennifer Walters. Jennifer Walters is the real, but nobody likes the real Jennifer Walters. All they want is the persona.
Why are all the dudes stupid, weak, like Clown World, gay, or just an idiot?
Who was the wrecker that was in the group? Or was it the one that carries the crowbar? What's his real name in the Marvel comics?
I can't remember. Probably the wrecker.
I thought
I can look it up.
I don't think the wrecker,
Mark,
the guy that was the wrecker, or the
weak men did not build this country. Okay?
Oh my God! Nobody was weak in that show. Nobody was that. Okay, I will not stand by and let you talk about a group of guys all sharing their feelings and trying to work through shit as weak. Jesse, did we not? Was it not that long ago we were talking about mental health on one of the reviews that we did?
Health I
think it was the Boys where we talked about this is the whole toxic masculinity thing where if a guy starts to talk about his feelings, if a guy starts to work through his mental health issues, you're called a pussy. Fucking Jeff Sloboda, everybody. Jeff Sloboda talking about you can't.
That's a different discussion. I'm all about the men's rights movement. I think it's a good thing. I do. I'm not down with all any of that MGTOW crap and whatnot and everything. Because again, I love women.
If they're sitting there in a group working through their shit, why would you say they were emasculated?
it's the way that they show that their dispositions, like that, the way that they were presented. They're all like the one decent chick in the She-Hulk series and whatnot that's actually been like She-Hulk and treated her well. Turned out to be like it was a fetish that he just wanted to bang She-Hulk. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. It's like and then you got Emil Blonsky. Emil Blonsky, the Incredible Hulk, was a freaking killing machine. He was a stone cold killer.
Right.
Now he's a little
because people can't change and want to get better. All right. I'm going to,
it's just not consistent.
I'm going to let you do your show. Jesse, I'm going to listen. Don't tell Jeff. But I need you to be on the show Friday and fuck this shit up, okay? I need you to carry the flag for the Radulich. Don't tell Jeff.
Yeah, right.
Carry the flag for the Radulich Broadcasting Network.
I don't have a feeling we're not going to be discussing that I don't know. It's Jeff's show. I have no idea. But,
no, it's your show, aren't you?
No, we're going to be talking about Daredevil. Daredevil, baby.
Right.
Daredevil. Meh. So I got your Daredevil right here, baby. All right,
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of Daredevil, let's watch the trailer for Werewolf by Night. How's that sound?
Oh yeah. I did not check it. I haven't seen this trailer at all.
That happened tomorrow?
Not me neither.
All right,
Yeah.
here.
Is it debuting tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it comes out tomorrow.
Is it okay? All right.
Oh, geez, is it tomorrow?
I think.
And I think Alexis is actually looking for people to review it with.
Oh, it is tomorrow.
Right,
yeah, no, she's coming over. She's gonna do it with me and with Cyber Mark.
Sweet. All right, here we go. The Werewolf by Night trailer. Let's try it again. Remember the old
that's
CBS
exactly what I thought this
special?
was.
Yeah,
I was like,
Old Men Unite.
Nice touch. So this is going to be in black and white?
I hope. I hope it's like blonde, that it's in black and white and fucking through a kaleidoscope and tilted.
I'm glad. What the?
Rotting for you.
One of you is a monster, masquerading as one of our own. I can't wait to find out.
What is the format of this thing? Is it a movie? 3 episodes?
I think
6
it's a limited
episodes?
Like a TV movie.
Yeah, I think it's just a one-off TV movie.
Oh,
It is. It's a TV movie. No.
Okay.
She hosts the last Disney
believe
Plus
you.
series of the year.
Okay.
Mercifully.
Look, I've been kind of down on Marvel this past couple of years, but I have to say this looks pretty dope.
This doesn't look very YA.
It's not. This looks not half bad, but it ain't half good neither.
I think it's a good move doing the TV movie deal instead of a series. I think it's a great move by Marvel.
Agreed.
Interesting.
All right, Jesse, I hear you want to show us nude pictures.
Yeah. That's not exactly what I'm gonna show you.
This is what we've waited an hour for this. Jesse, whip it out.
We were going to have a competition tonight, and I'm glad Jeff is finally able to get his camera up and running. So, Jeff, you can see us, right?
Yes.
All right. Very good. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Let me bring up my spreadsheet, and I got to also share my screen. So we're going to have 7 pictures. All right. It's going to be a fun little game, nice little competition.
Is this
right.
Guess the Wiener?
You wouldn't believe how close I came to almost making it that.
Every answer is Willem Dafoe. It doesn't fit on the screen.
7 pictures, and they're all going to start by being zoomed in. We're going to be really zoomed in. All right. And then I'm going to zoom out slowly, and then I'll ask you guys if you want to guess. If you want to shoot a guess as to what Marvel character this is,
Doing more Marvel
and
shit.
you get it right, depending on how many. Well, hey, this is in honor of Jeff being here. He's from the MCU's Bleeding Edge, so I kept it Marvel.
All right, fair enough.
But you're going to get 3 chances to guess each time. But if you get it on the first try, you get 3 points.
Are any of the answers Rigger or Rope Bunny?
Here we go. Let me get zoomed in. All right. So here we are. We're going to start. I've got to figure out how to present this share screen. And
For those who are listening on traditional audio, this is going to be really fun.
Yeah, they're not going. They're just going to be able to hear the competition part of.
Mark, check this out.
Cool, man. Where'd you get that?
Yeah, no, I got it from Amazon. It's really good. It's very, very interesting.
All right, I think I've got everything ready here. I need to move this over here so you guys can't see that. And then, boom. All right. Number one. Now, bear with me.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure I do. This is the first time we've done this. So here we go. Sharing this screen right here, and you guys let me know when you can see it.
Am I adding it to the stream or you?
I just hit share screen, and it should be sharing my screen right now. Do you guys see it?
I just see you.
Just see me. Oh,
there
we go.
I hit add to stream. So
there we go.
It's coming up.
All right.
Googly.
All right. So there you go. That's your. Anybody want to take a guess?
Hang on. I don't see anything. I'm going to put it back. Hang on. See, my internet.
I see something.
Yeah, it's not working for me. I don't see anything.
Oh, Mark, no.
Oh wait, I got it. All right, I see Peach Dragon scales.
Okay, Jeff, do you see the picture?
All I see is like a green background. It looks like.
Okay. All right, good. That's where we're at. Now I'm going to zoom out. Anybody have a guess on who this Marvel superhero is?
Oh, so it is a superhero.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a villain.
Not yet.
Okay.
Dr. Doom.
Is it the Little Mermaid?
I was thinking, well, I haven't. Nah, he wouldn't be green.
Watchmen. V for Vendetta.
I knew. I was just waiting for that bit to happen. All right, listen. If you guys don't have a guess, just say no. If you guys have one, you shout it out. Remember, you only get 3 guesses before you hit 0 points. So first one to get it, though. So we're all 3 of you guys are at 2 now. I want to go ahead and zoom out a little bit.
I didn't get multiple guesses for going V for Vendetta. Watchmen from hell.
All right. Any solid guesses yet? All right. Zooming out some more.
What do I win if I get it right?
Respect. You'll get respect from me.
Okay. I want a little more than respect, Jesse.
Zooming out. All right. Anybody have a guess yet?
Oh, that's
Namor. The lizard.
That's Namor. No, fuck you. That's Namor. Namor.
Mark Radulich gets 2 points. I'll give him 2.
I yelled it over everybody. I win.
What? Is that his crotch? Is that his crotch?
Buddy. That is Namor dick right there, buddy.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Look at it.
I said, look at it.
Look at Namor's crotch and fear him.
Jesse, you got something going on in the are you stepping out of the closet with this or what?
Hey, you don't backtalk my polyamory brother from another mother fucking hetero life mate, sir. Jesse and Evan Bevins walk with Jesus, I'll have you know.
That's right.
Jesse, are you gonna join that are you gonna join that Pussy Clown World group on She-Hulk?
Cannot wait for the show tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm coming on the show. I'm gonna be at work, but I'm coming on the show. I'm gonna be at my desk, just fucking with your show, just talking. I'm gonna start putting in all kinds of stuff about mental health in there.
Oh boy!
I tell jokes all the time to people. I tell people about this. I'm telling people that night we reviewed the Eternals, Mark, and me and Alexis thought it was garbage, and you and Lord Deathman thought we're in love with it or whatever and whatnot. That shit was hilarious.
That was the best show you've ever done. All right, next one, Jesse.
Can everybody see everything?
Yes, I see.
Here we go.
I see the darkness.
All right.
The band.
Yes.
Anybody want to shout out a guess before I zoom out?
Nightwing.
Okay, that takes you down to 2 now. All right, here we go.
Does it have to be
Zooming
a Marvel
out.
character?
Yes, Marvel character.
Okay.
All right. Any guesses? All right, zooming out. Any guesses?
I think after this next one, it'll probably
zooming
tell
out.
us.
All right.
Doctor
that
Strange?
Nick Fury?
Nope. All right, you guys are all down to 2 right now.
Damn.
Here we go. Still zooming out. All right. Still zooming out.
Nova.
Oh, Black Panther.
There it is.
Fuck you.
All right, Coop gets
Oh.
2. Here we go. Let me show you what we got. There it is.
Good
Jungle
job,
Wax
Robert.
Number 23.
Thank you.
Featuring the Black Panther. All right. So Coop gets 2
Hey,
points.
that's a good one.
All right. And I'm sure I'm butchering the score here. I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick, and then
Why
get
does
the other
every
one
one
up
of these feature a Marvel character's dick? I just want to know, Jesse. And I'm not judging, not king shaming. I'm just curious. When you're
Bro.
like, when you're like, let's play Marvel dick, and I'm like, and I'm into it. I'm into your obsession with Marvel character peni. My thing is, why though? Why tonight? Why this inaugural edition of the Whiskey Rebellion? We're like, you know what, Marvel dick.
All right. Well, I hear you.
No, I'm asking you.
No. I get you. I get you there, Mark. I might have
No,
done that on purpose.
Jesse's just trying to give something for the ladies to look at and whatnot, because you all know that like the ladies watch these superhero Marvel films and they're thinking about the whole time is like, damn, I want to suck Black Panther's dick.
Listen, listen. The ladies have something to look at. This guy.
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
sharing
this
my
guy.
screen.
This guy. Wait. Yeah, there it is.
I
Robert
was-
Cooper.
Hello. Yeah, I was gonna say that I think I'm about as enticing as those sad animal commercials. Can't wait to change the channel.
Oh,
All right. I've got it up there, Mark. Please.
I bet you do, big boy.
Yeah, share the screen, damn it.
I got it.
All right, here we go. You guys just yell it out when you think you know what it is.
A Marvel
all right?
character's penis.
Captain Marvel.
There it is. Coop got it in one shot.
Are you
That
kidding
is
me?
No way, Robert. Robert, you're killing it, dude. You
Fuck
better get
outta
on. You better
here.
get on the. You better get on the trivia show, man.
I mean, I noticed boobies, and then I'm like, all right, who has yellow between the boobies?
Oh, see, you know what? You just beat me though. I knew that was Captain Marvel too. Right before you said it, I was going to say it.
Why is she
I did that.
drawn up like almost like a pornographic pinup girl? What's going on here?
I didn't.
That's
ask
what the
question.
kids
I
love.
just grabbed the Google image. That's all I
Okay.
did.
All right,
There it
you
is.
got any more of these?
Oh, I've got a few more. Let's go
All
ahead
right.
and we've got
There she
about
is.
7.
Good old number 1, right, Jeff?
That's right, my favorite, right there. That's why I got the poster, man. My favorite.
All right, bear with me. Here we go. We're
Are
getting
any
there.
of these of Callie Thorne?
Oh my goodness! I would
we
have
just-
paused.
Oh,
Can we stop being children and be men and just talk about Callie Thorne for just a moment?
Who's Callie Thorne?
Oh my God!
We're
Have you
gonna
never
have our
watched-
chance.
Have you never watched The Wire or Rescue Me or Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll?
I watched
The
first
Wire's
2
a good
seasons
show,
of
man.
The Wire.
The Wire's the best show in the history of television, bar none. Callie Thorne is McNulty's wife in The Wire.
Oh, let's see.
I
her.
think Deadwood was better personally, Mark.
McNutty.
Which one?
McNutty.
Hey, McNutty.
Moon Knight.
All right.
Oh,
Nope. Here we go.
Batmite.
Nope.
what the fuck?
Herbie. No.
Nope.
What in the wide world? of
Punisher.
Incorrect.
I got it. No, that's not incorrect. That's the Punisher logo.
That is
Wolverine.
the Punisher. There it is. Coop gets it again.
Oh, fuck off.
It's what he
Claws
said.
are obvious.
That's
The
bullshit.
claws are a dead giveaway.
You're a dead giveaway.
Once he said
All
it's not
right.
Punisher, I'm like, well, those look like claws.
I don't want to play this game.
Is that from the What If, Jesse?
No.
No, this is actually the first time that Wolverine met the Punisher in Punisher War Journal 5 and 6. It's called
Oh.
the African Saga. And man, I bought that off of the rack at a 7-Eleven.
Oh,
One
that
of
you
my
didn't buy that while fondling people's junk in your local neighborhood?
If I could find that while fondling people's junk, it'd just be even better. I'd be fondling junk and finding that issue at the same time.
Jesse, I always loved seeing the Punisher collaborate and connect with any other character, like with any of the characters in in Marvel Comics. I always thought he was great when he'd team up with people. Like, I remember one time he teamed up with Gambit, the Beast, and Wolverine to go to New Orleans or whatnot with Spider-Man to fight the Brood.
No kidding.
You know, like in the sewers of New Orleans. That shit was awesome.
Nice.
Now, has he ever teamed up with Power Pack?
Oh, I don't know. I do not know. All right, here we go.
Well, I mean, I know what that is, but that's not necessarily
Invisible Woman.
Nope.
Mr. Fantastic.
Nope.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Oh, that was. Hey, look,
Jeff
finally.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
V for Vendetta.
And, all right.
John
I'm giving
Stockton.
all right.
Spud Webb.
We'll do one more here. It looks like
John Stockton was a nasty ass point guard, man. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, Robert Cooper. Kobe.
I called it. I said She-Hulk. I called it.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
You got it.
All right. Last one. Here we go. Let me find the picture. And we'll see.
That one actually I felt a little movement with my permanent erectile dysfunction with that one too.
Oh my God! God forbid men should share their feelings. Poor Jeff can't handle it.
Oh wow!
Felt movement in my bowels. That's nice.
Thanks. If you're gonna take a shit, make sure you do it on the podcast. Okay, we need the viewers.
Oh, I've done
Mark,
plenty of them. It's just on the blog talk days.
Mark,
All
I
right,
told you I love that Miss Marvel series. Well, here you go, brother. That's how much I loved it.
Very good. All right, Jeff. Who are you, Jesse? Go on, Jesse. Do it.
I've got share my screen there, if you would, please.
Yep, got it.
All right, here we go. Last one, and then we can move on and get this. No, not a Marvel superhero, Mark Radulich.
He is, if you believe.
At least I'm consistent.
This is not a Marvel superhero?
No, these are Marvel. I'm just fucking with them.
They're all Marvel related in some way.
Spider-Man? Not quite. Okay.
Venom.
Yes, there you
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm such
yeah. Who else looks like that but Venom?
That's right. All right, that was fun, guys.
Yep, that was fun.
I'm giving the nod to Coop. Way to go, man! You did a good job, buddy. You won. You beat Mark by 1 point. It was amazing.
Wait, we were keeping score.
Mark, I have a feeling this is
Metal Hammer of Doom.
I am number one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was fun, guys. Thank you for indulging me there.
All right, the last segment, as I recall. So I was on a date this past Saturday, and one of the things we did on the date was we went to the movies and we saw Pearl. Do you guys know what Pearl is?
I've not seen it yet, but I've not seen the one before it. So
uncultured swine, all of you. All right. So who's a good film person? Who's a smarty and saw X earlier this year? Raise your hand.
I wanted to, but I knew he was going to give it to you.
Anyway, yeah. Have you seen X at all this year?
No.
Ugh. Jesse, did you put your pirate hat on and get in your pirate ship and go on the high seas?
There's I remember hearing people talk about Pearl being this is the sequel to that, right?
All right, just everything. Everybody here is dumb and saying wrong things.
Well, I mean, my buddy.
Segment. It ain't mine.
I mean, my buddy Nick, who one day I'll get on this podcast, saw it. I don't know.
Now he's got 2 podcasts he's got to get on. He never will get on the Metal Hammer of Doom again.
He will not.
All right. So X was an ode to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's about It takes place in 1979, and you have these young film people who are shooting a porn, and they go find this house to shoot the porn at that these elderly folks live at, and there's an exploration of sex and age and mental illness and health that Jeff can't stand watching, and then you have this older woman who kind of freaks out about the whole thing and then starts murdering everybody. Best kill in it, by the way, the best kill in X is when the alligator takes somebody out. It's awesome. Worth the price of a minute. This movie goes about 45 minutes before you get even one kill. And because they spend the first 45 minutes like exploring different aspects of sex. It's fucking great. And then the rest of it, like I said, is like an ode to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. X is one of the best horror movies of this year, if not one of the best movies of this year, by A24 Studios. It's amazing.
I love A24.
A24. Oh, high five. No, stop.
No, you get no fives.
You had your moment, sir. You blew it.
That's fine.
So A24, yeah, one of the better independent film studios going right now. They're responsible for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Zola, one of my favorite movies of 2021. They did a prequel, Jesse, not a sequel, a prequel to X called Pearl.
Is this about the old lady?
It's about the old lady.
Yes.
But when she was young and beautiful.
Right.
We bring back
Mia. Obviously traumatized her to where she did what she did. Okay, this sounds great.
Okay, so Pearl, an extraordinary origin story. It's a 2022 psychological slasher film directed by Ty West and co-written by West and Mia Goth, who reprises her role as the title character. It's a prequel to X and serves as an origin story for the titular villain, Pearl, whose fervent aspirations to become a movie star lead her to committing violent acts on her family's Texas homestead in 1918. Let me just go ahead and say Pearl was excellent. This is obviously not going to be like a full damn you Hollywood thing. We're like an hour and 15 minutes into this, but I wanted to spend.
He's cheeky.
I don't know, Natalia. Pearl. So my problem with modern horror, Jesse, is everything is about throwing as much blood and guts on the screen as possible. Like, everyone fucking freaked out about Malignant last year, and don't get me wrong, Robert and I gave it a fairly favorable review too. But really, what does everyone remember about Malignant? The fucking jail scene where the monster starts killing everybody, but like doing it while doing like the crab walk. Modern horror is about producing as much gore as possible. What I like about Pearl is the Hitchcockian pace of the movie that leads to the handful of kills in the movie. And the kills are simple. They're not gory, but they are brutal. And that's, to me, how horror should be. But I'll tell you, one of the things, there were two aspects of the movies I really, really enjoyed that really like brought it home for me. One was Mia Goth gives this monologue. And look, we're all men here. Men. Fucking men. And have you ever heard a woman say, "Why did you leave me?" when you just went to work? Like, when you went and got groceries, and your woman's like, "Why? Where are you going? When are you coming back? Why are you leaving me?" Right? This whole she gives this monologue about how all she ever wanted to do was get off this farm, and she married this guy in the hopes that he would take her off the farm. And I think that's something that people can relate to, is the idea that sometimes you hitch your wagon to somebody because you want a better life for yourself and you think that person will give you that better life. And as it turns out, all he wanted to do was be on the farm. She's like, well, then at least I'll make a good farm life for us. But then he goes to war and he leaves her. And it's like she just feels betrayed by this whole thing. And it goes on for a while, but it's a really excellently delivered monologue. And then at the end, after she's done killed everybody, the husband comes home from the war. A soldier walks in the house and he sees, I don't want to give it away, but he sees a mess is what he sees. Sees something fairly horrifying. Again, another ode to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And the camera centers on Mia Goth's face. She has a very distinct look about her. She's a pretty gal, but very distinct. not traditional beauty. And the camera slowly first it just focuses tightly on her face, and she's got this like crazy smile, like, you know, one of those deals, just bright, big, wide smile to the point where her cheeks look like they're gonna hurt. And there's no cut, there's no edit, it's just one straight shot, and it goes on for about 20 years. By the end of it, I'm sure she was ready to hit the fucking director with a shovel. Like, that's one of those where it's like you're like planking or something. You're like, please stop, I want to stop. Oh God, please yell cut. And he like won't do it, and then slowly starts to iris out on her face. It is the scariest thing you'll see all year. It's fucking brilliant. So what do you think about all that, Jesse?
Sounds like a scary movie. Did you cover X with somebody on here already?
Yes, and we gave it to you. Me and Sean Comer did a
I thought it was Comer. I heard that.
Yeah. Sean and I did a porn adjacent triple feature featuring.
I remember
X.
that. I tuned in.
Did you now? We did X, Red Rocket, and Boogie Nights.
Red Rocket.
Yes, sir.
Red Rocket, baby.
Yeah.
So Jeff, I know that you're like 12 years old and you only watch Marvel movies, but have I convinced you, Jeff? Have I convinced you to come out of your shell, little Jeff, little baby Jeff, and go see Pearl? Go see a movie for adults, not an adult movie, a movie for adults.
Let me point out, first of all, that we are covering the House of the Dragon right now on the MCU's Bleeding Edge. We are covering the Rings of Power, so we don't just do Marvel. We are. I mean, I'm loving the House of the Dragon. That's some good action. HBO Studios produces some good TV series.
How's
now, honestly, Mark, when it comes to horror, I mean, honestly, it's just more supposition. You know what I mean? Less action. You know, more supposition, more character evolution and development. You know what I mean? Like more inflection, I guess. You know, and these big time jumps. You know, the last one from episode to episode that we had between, I think it was 4 to 5. It's a 10-year time jump. You know, like literally, which is just huge. And that was where we are after we already had like a 3-year and a 4-year one. You know, so they just make these huge. They're making these huge jumps, and it's I mean, how it's gonna play out, I don't know, but I think overall it's probably genius the way that they're doing it, because as in the audience, it's really interesting to like watch these characters after 10 years.
So have I convinced you to go see Pearl now, or at least wait for it to come PVOD and watch it at home? Maybe bring a lucky lady home that you met on Bumble.
Well, also for me, yeah, why not? I mean, I like to be scared with horror movies. I don't want them to be funny. I don't like Sam Raimi horror. I want some intellectually fucking disturbing shit.
Okay, watch Pearl. You won't be sorry. Then you'll come back to me and be like, Radulich, you're always right. You're right about She-Hulk. You're right about
mental health.
You're right about mental health. You're just right about everything.
Hey,
I don't know.
You were right about picking that T-shirt tonight, man.
Yeah, I'm disappointed, man. Where's your Eat Pussy It's Vegan shirt?
Oh, no, I'll wear that next week. I'll wear that next week. I'll wear that week 3. Week 2, I'm going to wear Real Men Eat Ass.
Perfect. Speaking of eating ass, Robert Cooper, what do you think about this Pearl movie? Have I convinced you to go see it or watch it PVOD when it comes out?
I definitely would go diving for Pearl.
Perfect. Well, Jesse, that is the end of our inaugural Whiskey Rebellion 2.0. What do you think?
Well, I'm glad Jeff was able to join us eventually.
He made it memorable for sure.
Hey, Jesse, I really appreciate that. I always enjoy recording with you, and let me just be honest with you and tell you right now. In no way don't think that just because I live my life the way I do that I don't respect the hell out of the fact that you've been married for 25 years, bro. Congratulations, man. That's fucking awesome.
I appreciate that.
2,500. 2,500.
That's the shortest murder sentence I've ever heard.
Robert Cooper, you have been with me for almost the entire time I've had the Radulich and Broadcasting Network. What do you think of this Whiskey Rebellion experience?
It was fun. A little different. I can dig it. It's a little more, I guess, less musically based. So I can dig it.
It's definitely less musically based. All right. I don't know who we're getting for the 4th chair next summer. I know Andrew Graham wants to come on and talk about some stuff. So the next Whiskey Rebellion will be, not for a little while, it'll be December 8th, be episode 2. And we'll figure out who the 4th chair is going to be. We're going to have a A rotating fourth chair, ladies and gentlemen. So it could be anybody. Could be somebody from the MCU's Bleeding Edge. Could be somebody from could be movies that suck and some that don't. Could be my girlfriend. Who knows? Could be my wife. Who knows? Could be anybody.
Could be your kids.
Could be my kids. So that'd be fun. Get Jonas on here.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, sit back and let Coop and him talk the anime.
Oh my God, let you imprint on my son again, you pervert.
What can I say? I got away with kids.
Mark, for my next segment, can I bring an OnlyFans girl on?
Yes, absolutely. Like no, there was no hesitation there.
None.
It'll look like this. You bring an OnlyFans girl, this will be her right here. Oh shit, this will be her right here.
Oh, there we go.
Hit the wrong button. That'll be the OnlyFans girl if you bring her on. All right, Jeff, go ahead and succinctly, in 50 words or less, tell people where they can find your pervy show.
Well, we're the MCU's Bleeding Edge podcast, and we live stream. We do live stream discussional shows, and now we don't just cover Marvel these days. We are doing different series, but we have shows on Wednesday evening at 9:35 p.m. Eastern, on Friday at 9:35 p.m. Eastern, and on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And essentially, you can find us on any platform. We're on all the social media platforms. You can find our shows on Twitch. We're going to be a partner soon. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook Live. You can find us on YouTube, of course, our home, base basically. And we're on Rumble now. Hats off to Rumble for negotiating with me and giving us free live streaming access on the platform. Thank you, Rumble. We appreciate you and your support. And we're doing real good on there so far yet too. And we got a She-Hulk episode 8 review tomorrow. Jesse will be on there along with Alexis Hania from the Religion Broadcasting Network, who I want to thank Mark for introducing me to a long time ago. She's been nothing but a loyal and reliable and solid contributor on the Bleeding Edge. And I want to thank Mark very much for being my friend. I want to thank Robert. Robert, it's good to see you again, brother. Jesse, I'll see you tomorrow night. And yes, Mark, I appreciate Mark Rutledge of the Religion Broadcasting Network. Mark is like my mentor.
Jeff's Yoda. All right, Jesse, tell him about your comic. Oh, hey, follow Jeff on TikTok. His MCU's Bleeding Edge is on TikTok. Follow him on Facebook. Yes. When someone comes on Jeff's show and fucks up, Jeff goes on these epic rants as he's running through his neighborhood, telling people, "I'll fucking kill you." It's the best.
I've seen the outside. Yeah. I don't know if that's where you live, but I know exactly what the outside of your house looks like because you pace around.
I'm telling you.
Look, never mind his dorky show. Just follow Jeff's reels and TikTok.
I mean that shit too. I really would just punch some dude in the face like that. I'm not playing.
I know you would. So Jeff is wildly entertaining. But yeah, check Jeff out on TikTok for clips of his shows. Hey, I was on a MCU's Bleeding Edge not that long ago. I talked about Black Adam, the new Shazam 2 movie. I was on the Batman review. So go ahead and check those out, and those clips are all up on TikTok as well. Hey, speaking of TikTok, Jesse's got a TikTok.
And Mark, thank you for helping us with that DC special, man. You were really great on that.
Yeah, I know. And a mumble.
Oh, the humility.
Speaking of humiliation,
he's humble.
Hey, Jesse, tell him about your podcast and your TikTok.
I don't really. Okay, well, yeah, I do have a TikTok. There is a Source Material Comics podcast TikTok out there. I haven't put anything on it for a while, just because I'm trying to figure out what to put on there now. I can tell you that we're probably going to be gearing up and using that as a vehicle to promote the upcoming 4-part podcast on Valiant's Unity. So if you know much about the Valiant universe or you don't, there's 18 chapters that dropped back in 1992 of a big event in the Valiant continuity called Unity. It is a lot of fun. There's probably about 6 hours of podcast altogether. It's me, Dean, and Derry coming together on unspoken issues. That is on the Source Material Comics podcast feed right here on the W2M network. And just recently, this past Monday, Source Material dropped Spider-Man Blue. It's me and Chris Armstrong. And we talked this was an early 2000s Spider-Man story, and it was a reflection of Spider-Man's love for Gwen Stacy. It was a very emotional, very moving book. And you said
this was a Spider-Man book about his love for Gwen Stacy, and it was called Spider-Man Blue Balls.
Aka waka waka.
Yeah, that was a real neck breaker there, Mark.
Jesse, what I want to know is, are all of your podcast thumbnails just like shots of dudes?
It might be. I think that is what I'm going to do from here on out.
Yeah,
As a
your
matter
next
of
TikTok
fact,
has to just be Marvel Comics crotches.
Yes, that's going to be Marvel crotches all day long.
Hope
Source
I
material
hope.
crotch podcast.
Repost.
Yeah, yeah, you'd be all for that, wouldn't you, Mark?
Yes, sir.
Anyway, check out Spider-Man Blue.
Balls.
Great story. It's a Tim Sale. Oh my goodness, what was
Jeff
his name?
Loeb.
Jeff Loeb. Thank you very much. Metal Coop down there, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, it
chiming
was,
in with them comic knowledge.
It was before Jeff Loeb got really sad because his son died, and then like all of his stuff went to hell.
Oh, that's tragic. That's a tragic.
It was like after his son died, like a lot of his comics, I was like, "Oh, do you need help? Do you need to talk about your mental health, Jeff Loeb?"
Don't go on She-Hulk and do it. Hang
Mark
on.
Radulich.
Hang on, everybody.
Something to play here. Hold on. Mongo.
Come here.
So,
see.
Last plug. Mark Radulich came
Never
on to a
disagree
show
with
that
me. Never disagree with me. Sorry. Go ahead.
Source material World War III, Mark Radulich's favorite DC book that we had the
God.
chance to talk about, will be popping up on the 17th of October. So he got to join me and talk about that. And it was Martian Manhunter, folks. Best Black Adam story ever, starring Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, really. Jesus Christ.
That's all I have.
All right. As for me, earlier this week, Robert Winfrey and I gave the movie Blonde, starring Ana de Armas, the Boys Don't Cry treatment. Just threw that shit over the pinball machine and destroyed it, man. Oof. And deservingly. Like, listen, we like our fancy art pieces, but this thing was a pile of garbage. So we came back with I said it was Prey. It was actually, I think, the last time we did a Damn You Hollywood was for Samaritan, and Pat was on, and we talked 90s. You'd actually like that show, Jeff. Go back and listen to our Samaritan review. We talked about like 90s superhero action movies, of which inspired the new Stallone movie.
I love the
Samaritan,
90s, man.
on Amazon Prime. Goddamn right. So we talked about that. So yeah, that was the last Damn You Hollywood. And then after that was Pinocchio, and then we had a long break, and we're back, and we'll be back for the next rest of the year. So check out our Blonde review. Next week we've got Hellraiser. Allegedly, Alexis is going to be doing a TV party for Werewolf by Night. Jesse's got the Unity thing. Oh, and Jesse and I are going to be continuing our trek from the corner to the deuce. We will be reviewing The Wire season 3, the rise and fall of the Barksdale organization, and the beginnings of the Marlowe camp. So
yeah, that's a week from today. I got to get on that shit, man. I'm
about halfway through it now. So thank you for joining us here on the Whiskey Rebellion on the Radulich and Broadcasting Network. I wanted to thank once again Jeff Sloboda for being his authentic self, and that is why we love Jeff. You're awesome, baby. But Jesse Starcher,
I appreciate that.
Mr. Essential, for the Metal Coop, Robert Cooper, I am ridiculous. Be well, be safe, and behave.